What is going on, everyone? Today I want to talk about Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection a little bit. And while we're doing that, we might as well play a little bit of a Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat. A little bonky donk while we're anticipating the new release. Here we go. We're all set up here, ready to do the blood code. And I did it. I'm not going to worry about doing the dullard code right now. We'll just do the blood code. Options. Actually, I want this. Hold on a second, guys. Fix this. There we go. I didn't want it on that monitor. There we go. Now we got her on the right one. 6 credits. We're not doing infinite. We're just talking about Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection today. And I wanted to play some good old classic Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat. And that's what we're doing. Let's see. Let's go Sub-Zero. Yeah, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is going to have the Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat original, which is fantastic. Because even though it is so not remotely close to the arcade as far as the music goes, it's still freaking cool. I love the Genesis music from this version. Man, do I love it. It's just got something about it, a super charm about it, a bonky donk about it that I just absolutely love. Absolutely love it. I know, I don't have the bonky donk meter going, sorry. My bad. It's alright. But the Legacy Collection, yeah, it's going to be something. It's going to be something to really dig into. It's crazy because obviously I have all these games already. It's not like I really need them. But I have all the arcade machines. I have the legit arcade machines, the coin ops. I have arcade 1-up arcade machines of it. I have all of the home versions. Every home version you can think of, I have it. And it's like, I don't care. Because I'm Mortal Kombat 1000%. All day, every day. Because I just love it. Just absolutely love it. And that's just the way it is. So I'm very excited for this collection. Of course, we learned that Trilogy will be on there, the PlayStation 1 version. Hopefully they put the 64 version on there, because the 64 version is just so much different than the PlayStation 1 version. The PlayStation 1, Saturn, PC, all very similar, so I can understand only including one of those. But the 64 version, man, you almost have to have it on there. But oh well, what are you going to do? We're going to get what we get. The biggest thing that I'm worried about, everybody's worried about what games list we're getting. But the biggest thing I want and I'm interested in is the documentary stuff. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to dig into the documentary stuff. And I just messed that up. Because according to reports, there's going to be stuff in there that we have not seen before. That is brand new to our eyes, even though we've seen a lot so far come pop up on YouTube and things like that we haven't seen ever. And then in recent last few years, we've started seeing a lot of this new stuff pop up. But even outside of that, more than just that, a lot of new stuff, new insights, new interviews, everything about it. I'm just so much looking forward to that. That's probably the biggest thing that I want out of this collection is watching that documentary stuff, because I am all about that kind of stuff. I love the history of things, and not just video games, but I love the history of things, hence why I do history of videos. And yeah, I just love digging into that stuff, so I really can't wait to see what they do with it. That is definitely my number one thing I'm looking forward to. And I did it again. Forward, down, forward, high punch, you freaking dork. Holy shit, man. Let's see if I can do this. Actually, you know what? Do the old... I did it. Oh, man. That still works. The way I did it back in the day. man, that's fun. So, yeah, the documentary stuff, that's my number one thing I'm looking forward to with it. It's going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I hope, like, I know you can watch it while there's ways of watching it while you play and this and that. I hope there's a way to just view all that content standalone. Just sit down and watch it all. I think there will be, but don't quote me on that. They all kind of operate a little different, right? The Atari 50 collection and the Street Fighter collection and all that stuff all kind of operate a little differently. Same basic concept and stuff like that, so who knows what they'll do. But either way, it doesn't matter. I'm very much looking forward to... Oh, that's right. I didn't switch that. Oh, well. Well, you can't switch that. It's got to be that, I think. Doesn't matter. Go into the pit. Yeah, there's no bodies down there, but you know what? Still cool. Still cool. And back in the day when you couldn't have the arcade version in your house, this was the bee's freaking knees. And then some, folks. No doubt about it. The Genesis version was king. And in my mind, as far as home versions go, as far as Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo home versions go, I should say, the Genesis is still the king. Obviously, when you say home version, that could be anything from the arcade collection we got back in 2010 to other Midway arcade treasures. There's very, very many different ways you can interpret home versions. The collector's editions of Deception and whatnot. For me, when I say home version, I think of the Genesis and I think of Super Nintendo because that was the home versions. Handhelds, I don't really include that because whatever. But Genesis and Super Nintendo were the top dog game consoles back then, and Mortal Kombat on the Genesis is still the king. No doubt about it. It plays so good. It plays really well, and there's a solid feel about it. There's a very impactful feel about it, even though the music, it is the right music, but it's very dumbed down and bonky-donked for the Genesis. But damn it, it's just so good, and I love it so much. It's just, I don't care. It's so good. And like I said, the hits, like boom, the uppercut, the impact of the uppercut, very nice, very impactful. It just wasn't like that on the Super Nintendo. No matter how much you try to like the Super Nintendo one, you always come back to the Genesis and you're like, yep, this is the one. This is the one for sure. So, yeah, very cool that we're getting this Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection that isn't going to be just the arcade games. It's going to be a lot of the home console versions too. That is something that, you know, you just don't see a lot of. You really don't. Even with the recent collections and stuff like that. Now, Atari 50 did do it very well. They had the console versions of games, the arcade versions of games, the multiple different consoles of versions of games from 5200 and so forth and so on. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Oh, no! No! I accidentally hit the damn button before I wanted to hit the button. Ah. Failure. Failed and then some. I deserve to have my ass beat. Yes. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, damn it. Can't wait. And plus it'll be nice to not have to keep plugging in my consoles and cartridges so I can play games like this on here, although I prefer it. I prefer playing these on original hardware. When I'm going to play these games for you guys, I do prefer playing on original hardware at any moment that I can. And that's what we're doing right now. We're playing on original hardware, Sega Genesis, Mortal Kombat game cartridge. It just has to be that way. I did get the Retrobit, I think it's Retrobit, yeah, the Retrobit wireless 6-button controller right here, which has the little dongle that plugs into your Sega Genesis. So I did modernize it a little bit, but that's just because I like having a wireless controller. Whatever. So, Yeah, man. Very excited. Very excited for this collection. And now I'm going to do that. What a great thing, you know? You see that, and then you're like, oh, wait, the Genesis has a blood code, and then you put it in, and you do that, and you're like, oh my God, it really is on here. And just have a happy day and freak out over it. The good old days, man. The good old days. I long for the good old days. I really, really do. Richard DeVizio says, well, you're not going to have a good day today because I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to whoop your ass. And of course he did. My man, Rich DeVizio. Got multiple things by him signed that are in my arcade downstairs. Very cool dude. And he's whooping, yep, he whooped my ass. Whatever. You could have at least done a fatality, Rich. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, I get to put my name in? All right, well, I guess we will. Okay, there we go. There we go, folks. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit because I'm really excited for the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I wanted to talk about it more. Figured we'd play some Mortal Kombat Genesis while we're at it, get some bonky donk going. For those of you out there that don't have access to a Sega Genesis or even emulators, or you don't want to, but you like the bonky donk, you're about to be able to bonky donk at home on the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection because we got Mortal Kombat, we got Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis, two of the top bonky donking games out there. You're going to be able to get your bonky donk on big time. And that is a good thing. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.